Hello everybody, in this video we are going to study about some unethical practices. So we are going to cover these topics: cyberbullying, then phishing, hacking and spamming. So we will study about all these four topics. Here the first one is cyberbullying. As here in the picture you can see that this is a girl and somebody is giving her all these comments like number one, like no one likes you, then you are ugly, you are fat, you are a loser, you have no friends. So if anybody gives you this kind of messages, if anybody is sending you this kind of messages, this is known as cyberbullying. So here you can see this is an act of harming, harassing or targeting a person using internet. So if you are trying to say anything which is abusing you or which is providing you any harm, so that is cyberbullying. There are some more things which can be performed by the help by this cyberbullying. So what are they? This includes insulting remarks and threatening messages sent by email or social networking sites. So if you try to send any insulting remarks, like here on the screen you can see many, these all are insulting remarks. Moreover, if you are sending any threatening message by email or any social networking site, that will come under cyberbullying. Then by posting embarrassing photos or videos to hurt any person. So if you are posting any embarrassing videos or photos and you are sending that to a person, that will be a cyberbullying case. The next one, derogatory remarks against gender, race, religion or nationality. So if you are giving any uh, derogatory remarks against anybody's gender or anybody's religion or nationality, that is all these things will come under cyberbullying. So one should try not to do all this kind of act. If you are using internet, and then you should not try to give any embarrassing comments to a person or post any videos which can hurt any person. All these will come under cyberbullying. Then what are the steps how we can prevent cyberbullying? First is, do not disclose your identity to unknown persons. So suppose if you don't know any person, so we should not try to disclose our identity. Like we should not give them our name or email address or phone number to the person whom we don't know. Second, we should safeguard our password and all private information. So all the private informations which we are having, we should try to safeguard them. We should try to protect them. Search the whereabouts of person you meet online and know about him before extending your handshake. So suppose if you are doing friendship with any person online, so before extending your friendship, first you should try to find out all details about that person. This whereabout means you should first try to find out all the details of that person. Then restrict your online profile to be checked by trusted friends only. So what we do, we put all our details in our social networking sites, or we provide our photographs in WhatsApp, Facebook or in Gmail. All the details are there. So we should restrict our online profile to be checked by only trusted friends. So we should not keep it open for all. Then if we are cyberbullied by someone, then take action against that. So if anybody is trying to cyberbully me, then rather than being silent or hiding those things, we should take immediate action against that. So these are some of the steps to prevent cyberbullying. Then our next topic is phishing. As here on the screen you can see, this is this is a page of State Bank of India, but actually this is not the genuine page. This is the fake page, because when you will see the URL over here, you can see that the URL is something different. So here the page, this will pretend as if this is the original website, but this is not the original website. This is being created by somebody else to pretend as if this is the genuine one. So what will happen if you enter all your details over here, like if you enter your username, your password, or you enter any other details of bank, so what will be, they all will be stolen by a hacker, or anybody who is malicious user will try to steal away all your important information. So this is known as phishing. So what is phishing? Let's see that. It is an act of sending an email to a user, misleading him to believe that it is from a trusted person or organization. So if anybody will send you an email to log in to a particular website, like just now we saw that there was a form which was pretending as if it is the original form of State Bank. So if anybody sends you any email to you to pretend as if it is the original one, and if you enter all your details over there, so all your records will be stolen. If user updates his personal details such as username, password, credit card details, these data may be stolen. So if you enter all your details in such sites, then they may be stolen. Then here are the steps to prevent phishing. What are the steps to prevent this? Identify suspected phishing emails that comes from unrecognized senders. So if you get any email which is not which whom you don't recognize, then you should first try to find out whether it is a genuine email or a phishing email. Then do not click on unwanted links. We often get, if you are surfing online, or if you are using any Gmail or any mail, or if you are working, if you are surfing any website, there you can see many links are there. So we should try not to click on unwanted links. Beware of links that ask your personal details. Sometimes some links, they will ask you some personal details to enter. So instead, before you enter your personal details, first you should find out whether they are genuine one or not. Then enhance security of your computer. Your computer should be highly secured, means it should be password protected. There should be antivirus in your computer. Do not disclose your personal details on phones. This often uh, we get some phone calls like they are calling from bank, but actually they are not calling from bank. And we should not disclose our personal details, especially banking details or any user ID or password, to anybody on phone. Check your online accounts and bank statement regularly. We should always try to check our online banking accounts and bank statement regularly. So these are some of the steps how we can prevent phishing. Then the next one is hacking. So what is hacking? Hacking refers to an illegal intrusion into a computer system or network. So if you try to get a login or get an access to a computer illegally, that is known as hacking. So hackers, they are very highly technical, and people who secretly break into computer to steal important data or destroy it. So these hackers, they are highly technical, and they break into computers to steal important information or to destroy those data. Now, sometimes this hacking is done for some good cause also, such as here we have one good cause, that is for national security, and that kind of hacking is known as ethical hacking. Then hackers, they're also sometimes called as crackers. So crackers are also technical person who are expert in breaking into system to steal important data. So these are some of the information about hacking. Next, we have how we can prevent hacking. What are the steps to prevent hacking? Keep your passwords secret and change them regularly. So we should always try to keep our password of all the accounts. We should change them regularly. Then update your operating system and other software such as antivirus frequently, because we know that antivirus, it needs to be updated regularly, because according to the virus which are present, we should update our antivirus also, otherwise that antivirus will not be able to detect all the virus. And we should also update our operating system. Avoid using open Wi-Fi. Some of the organizations, they provide open Wi-Fi, so we should try to avoid them, because here on the hackers, they can easily track our accounts and they can easily come steal our personal information. Then make use of secure websites. We should always try to see, if you are accessing any website, we should first see whether it is a secured one or not. So there are some methods how we can find out whether a site is a secure one or not. First of all, if there is a green lock is appearing, this indicates that this is a secured site. And if the website's address, the URL indicates HTTPS, this is for S is for secure, this indicates that this is a secure website. So we should always make use of secure websites. Always check permissions and authenticity on the apps before installing them. So if you are installing any app or any website, so first you should check whether it is an authentic one or not. The next one is never store your important information on a website. We should never try to store our important information on a website. Like sometimes it asks whether to store your password or not. So you should always try not to store your passwords there. Then our next topic is spamming. Here you can see that if you access any email account, there you have some spam folder is also there. So this will contain all the spam messages. Now what is spam messages? Here you can see in this picture that many messages are there. So this is spamming. Spamming means if you send so many same messages to a person, that is a spamming. So spam are unwanted bulk emails that come from strange sources. So we can see in our message box that there are some messages, some emails which come from strange sources, and they are many in number. As here in the picture you can see these are many. So these are some unwanted bulk emails. Spam are generally sent in large numbers for commercial advertising. So normally this spam, they are sent in large number for advertising any company or any commercial advertising, for doing any commercial advertising. Then they can be used to deliver Trojan horses, viruses, worms, spyware. So we know about all these kinds of malware which can be there in our computer. So most of this many spams, they can contain this virus or worms also. Then messages that do not include to or CC are spams. Normally, how to find out whether any message is a spam or not? So here we have one technique. So if any message is not having to or CC, then it is a spam. Some spam can contain offensive language or link to websites with inappropriate content. So sometimes you can also have some messages which can provide you link to some inappropriate content. So this is all about spamming. Now, what are the steps to prevent spamming? Install spam filtering or blocking software. So we can have this spam blocking software in our computer. So this will avoid spams to come to our mails. Then if you suspect an email to be spam, do not respond to it. So we should not respond to emails which we suspect it as if it is a spam. We should not try to open that. Then reject all messages from person who are not in your contact list. So if we get many messages from a person who is not there in our contact list, we should try to avoid them. Do not click on URL link from unknown person. So if you get any URL link from an unknown person, so we should try not to open that link. Then we should always keep our software and security patches up to date. We should always try to keep all the softwares and what all measures we are using for security, that should be up to date. So these are all about spamming. Hope you like this video. Thank you for watching.